The more I look away, the more you should move.
What I want to do is look at the stepping process that we usually discuss in Tai Chi. Usually in our system, we don't really particularly teach for health, but the foundations to get you to a martial level are built in the process. And one of the three main things is learn how to step like a cat, reeling silk, and finding the power in your Tai Chi through reeling silk, and then also learning to develop and move your frame. So what I want to do here is a lot of times the best way to do is just isolate each one. And the movement, most people don't actually step, they just fall from place to place. So you'll see a natural progression of folks where they'll walk normally, and then as they get older, the feet get a little flatter, and then if they have any other problems, particularly like Parkinson's, cognitive disorders, they'll drop the head and everything begins to become very, very forward. Your head will dictate a lot about your balance, so if you drop the head, if you're looking up, or if the head drops down, it'll move your balance in those directions. So what we want to do today is one of the hardest things in teaching Tai Chi is for ourselves when we're both teaching and learning, is the patience to change some things up. So what I got is a little camera here that I'll put on the side of the screen there, because the first thing is stepping is to learn how to empty step. And the empty step with toe up is a lot more like walking. You also have empty step toe down, which you'll see in postures like crankles, wings. But the toe up is one that we use a lot of times like in bat walking monkey, or when we're trying to put ourselves in a position so that we can get back in. So an empty step is when you can advance the foot forward without your body shifting forward, okay? Most people, when their foot goes out, they'll fall forward with it, okay? And that's all it is a fall. The only reason they don't land on the rear end or on their face is because the floor is flat, and that's what they've gotten used to. So what you'd like to try to do is to have your body stay back over your leg and extend it out. The length doesn't matter, okay? When you're just trying to get strong enough, limber enough, patient enough, it doesn't matter if your step is this far, but notice for me to see how my weight keeps shifting down, it doesn't shift out. So if you want it to go out further, you have to sit a little more and keep your body up. You don't want to lean, you won't have a choice, you'll fall. So practice when you're stepping, irregardless of how far it is. Extend the foot out a little bit, put the heel down, put the foot flat, bend the knee a little bit, and when you bend the knee, you can allow the body weight to shift an inch, just like that. And then you will finish by turning the waist. And once you get to here, you go to your next step. To get to your next step, you'd like for your body to stay here. And if you can stay here, then all you have to do is sit a little. That will release this leg. Step it out. In this case, I'm just walking a zigzag. And now I've done my empty step, heel down, flat of the foot, bend the knee, shift the weight. And everything stays upright, okay? Now let me see if I can get it so we can catch it here in the lower camera. I'm gonna step toward the camera, down, then transfer my weight over my foot, then I settle. When I settle, that releases this leg. Now I can step out over here, sit, flat, bend the knee, shift. And in the beginning, it feels very mechanical, but eventually it becomes flow, and it'll become smooth and you won't worry about it so much. And then you can add techniques of any kind right on top of it. All right, but that's why usually in the Tai Chi classics they would say the lower is superior to the upper because it's a higher priority. It's easier to teach your arms and hands than it is your legs. So be patient with it as you go along. One last time. Sit down, keep the weight, extend the foot, keep the weight back, body back, put the foot flat, bend the knee, move the body 1 inch, and then turn your waist into it. When that happens, don't just pop up and do the next one. Settle down. Imagine like you're a butterfly landing on a leaf. Just settle, pick up the next foot, flat, 1 inch, turn. And if you practice that, no matter what technique, it will get better and smoother. Okay? That's lesson 1. We'll go to lesson 2 next time.